It began with a noise to rouse the dead, a bone-jarring clang like a tank driving over junk metal. Birds flew out of Willow Grove Estates in terror. A dog was howling 3 blocks away. Even aged Mr. Hensley let his pruning shears fall, gazing towards our residence. What was that? My grandfather, Tom Harlan, closing the garage door with a violence that might be enough to give hurricanes pause. But this wasn't rage. That crash shut 2 unmarked commercial vans into our garage. Vans owned by Vivian Caldwell, the clipboard-toting president of our homeowners association, who governed the neighborhood like it was a personal fiefdom. Tom didn't just lock the door, he declared war, and it all started with muffins. Dry, store-bought blueberry muffins left on our doorstep with a note. Friendly reminder, your trash cans were out too long. Also, I'll need your garage for temporary HOA equipment storage per Rule 42B. Thanks. Most people would have called it ridiculous. Tom called it an invasion. She's making a claim, he grumbled, pacing like a war general preparing for battle. Soon she'll annex the front lawn. We thought he was exaggerating until the trucks showed up. Black and gray, faceless aside from tiny HOA logos. They pulled into our driveway as if they were home. Vivian stood in front of her BMW and waved. The drivers parked the trucks in our garage without permission. Tom fell silent, unusual for a man who had once talked a raccoon out of taking his sandwich. He then spoke, "Get me the padlocks." I didn't ask questions. You don't disagree with a man who once disarmed a firecracker with a paperclip and sheer determination. Within 10 minutes, Tom had secured that garage tighter than a bank vault. Chains, bars, bolts, all of it. Then she arrived. Vivian strutted up in a sharp blazer and venomous smile. "Tom," she said sweetly, "those trucks are HOA property." Tom cut her off. "Sheriff? Yeah, I've got unauthorized vehicles on my property. Might be theft, might be espionage." The sheriff showed up, already tired. Vivian flashed a stack of bylaws. Tom stood firm. "They're trucks," he said. "This is my garage, not your warehouse." The sheriff agreed with us. Without written permission, you can't keep HOA property on site. Vivian fumed. "But I am the HOA," Tom smiled, "and I locked the door." Chaos ensued. Vivian attempted to cut the chains one night. Tom's motion detector set off the sprinklers. She fell, yelped, and ran. The neighborhood hummed. Someone had baked us a cake with Team Tom printed on it. Another had printed shirts. But something else seethed. When we looked into the trucks, we had anticipated folding chairs and pamphlets, but we saw spy equipment, cameras, files marked with neighbor names, records of violations. Tom's face hardened. "This isn't power tripping," he said. "This is surveillance, possibly federal." Things came to a head. Vivian sent a formal HOA notice to address our obstruction. Tom read it out loud and used it to scoop dog poop. At the meeting, she attempted to regain control. "Those trucks are essential HOA equipment." Tom produced pictures of the equipment inside. "Spy equipment, dossiers on neighbors. This isn't a clubhouse, it's a spy ring." The room blew up. "You knew about my driveway crack." "She fined me for leaving on my porch light." Vivian hollered back, "All legal inspections." And then Ellen, her former assistant, got up. "I assisted her. I made copies." Vivian's facade collapsed. Her authority disintegrated. Within an hour, federal agents came. They'd been monitoring. Her surveillance entered criminal terrain. Data abuses, clandestine recordings, even Social Security numbers. She departed quietly. No handcuffs. Just a walk of shame and silence, cameras documenting each step. The community organized a tribunal. Vivian was prohibited from again holding any HOA position. Tom put it best, "We don't need tyrants, we need neighbors." But Vivian didn't go away quietly. Drones flew over our home. Bizarre notices appeared, unsigned but unmistakably in her handwriting. So we defended ourselves with phony violations, decoy locations, and yes, even a net launcher in a garden gnome. At long last, she went away. Her house stood vacant. Willow Grove went on. The HOA was taken over by volunteers, with new restrictions prohibiting surveillance and fines for trivial things. Tom unofficially refereed the neighborhood. He even received free scones for life. We discovered a lunchbox containing a cassette while cleaning out the garage. Vivian's voice droned from it. "You'll miss me." We giggled, threw it, and forgot about it. Because in Willow Grove, neighbors watch out for neighbors, and nobody parks trucks in our garage without an invitation.